Thanks so much for joining us. We have the Valley's most adorable pets on today's show, including this beautiful kitty, irresistibly sweet cat, and he's in need of a new home. He's actually leash trained. We'll tell you all about this kitty wrong way and how the proper harness and a bit of patience, you too can have a leash trained feline friend. Plus, more than half of the animals that arrive at the Arizona Humane Society are in need of medical treatment. And last week alone, our highly skilled medical team treated over 600 animals in our Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital. And our innovative and highly skilled medical team has state-of-the-art equipment that saves the lives of thousands of pets like Coco here every single day. And today you'll hear Coco's story and how you can help put tails back where they belong and bring pets like Coco back from death's door. Also on the show, Maricopa County Attorney Bill Montgomery is getting his puppy fix, and he's here to talk about a hot car bill that went into effect last week, which aims to end hot car deaths for pets and kids. More details on that in just a few minutes. But first, I want you to meet my co-host. His name is Dexter. He's a small 5-pound bundle of enthusiasm, exceptionally sweet. He was found by a Good Samaritan last week as a stray, but he's always super happy, has a perpetual tail wag, loves to be held close, and he's the perfect little buddy to curl up and watch your favorite shows with. An apartment life would be just fine for him. But he does like to hold his own with the big dogs, and he can still run and play in the yard. He enjoys a few rounds of fetch in the hallway to burn his energy, and maybe he'd like to have a little canine roommate or some kids to hang out with. So he's smart, sassy, and ready for a home today. You know, there's nothing better than sharing your life with a pet, and if you're in the market for a new furry friend, today is the day to go out and adopt, because all of the pet adoption fees will be 25% off at the Arizona Humane Society until 6 p.m. today. You can find pets and adoption locations by visiting azhumane.org. And Heidi is one of nearly 100 dogs to choose from, and this hound mix stands out from the rest. Today, her adoption fee will be only $37.50, and Perry, that's a great deal for 43 pounds of perfection.
Yeah, I think that works out to a little over $1 a pound right now, so that is great value in this little doggy right here. Has been with us since June. She's one of the oldest residents of our shelter right now, and I think back in June that was maybe a blessing in disguise for this gal, because she came in from a situation where she was suffering from heat exhaustion and heat stress, and she came into our shelter, and she's had a lot of air conditioning now and a lot of playtime and some food. And she's all better now, but, you know, I think Heidi's probably saying enough is enough. Please give me a home. And this girl would be fit to go into just any home. She's really, really sweet little doggy. Like you said, she's a great size. She's 43 pounds. She's just a really, really good little doggy. She's very sweet. The volunteers love her. We've spent so much time with her. She walks very, very nicely on leash. She's super well behaved right now. She sits very well. She's an easy walk, and, you know, I think she's just looking for a good home right now. I think a home with children in it for her to run around in the backyard would be great. She would enjoy that a lot. She's very active. She's very, very intelligent. She likes puzzle toys. She's a great little doggy, so come on down and check out sweet little Heidi here.
Finds a home today. The Arizona Humane Society is running at full capacity with felines. We currently have nearly 200 on our adoption floor and about 500 more waiting in foster homes. So kitten season will continue through November. We still have plenty of kitties in need of homes, whether you're looking for a spunky and rambunctious kitty or perhaps a purring machine like this snowshoe mix. We are bound to have the perfect Kit Kat and at our shelter. And again, adoption fees are 25% off. Denise, cat lovers are bound to love David Meowie here, especially if they're David Bowie fans. Tell us about this rock star of a kitty.
This guy was rescued as a stray by our EAMTs. He had a very large gash that was infected on his neck. And he's just one of the 8,000 pets that are treated at our Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital every year. Our cost on average is about $800 per pet. So that's why your donations are so important to help cuddle bugs here like David Maui. This guy absolutely loves to cuddle. He likes to be held, and he loves to tuck his head right into this and snuggle. So if you want a snuggle bug, come on down and see him today.
Well, George is a fantastic dog, a 4-year-old boxer, but very relaxed and mellow, stirring only when you grab the leash to take him for a walk. And even then, Perry, he's got to get very casual pace and taking his time to smell the roses along the way. Someone's surely missing him. He was a former stray. I mean, he's trained in everything.
Right, Ashley. Come here. Can you sit? Really good boy,
boy.
George. You're going to shake? You look like you're going to shake my hand there also, Ashley. And this guy is very, very well trained, and I think someone's missing him dearly, and that's very, very common in these days in the shelter. A lot of our doggies are strays. And, you know, about 1 in 3 pets are going to go missing because they're not properly identified. So we preach to you about spay and neutering, but we're going to preach to you again about getting your animal microchipped. So please check that your animal has proper identification of some kind. If they don't, come on down, because our clinic on Fridays will do microchipping for you. George here, your typical boxer. He's gonna, if you a really great view of himself right there looking into the camera. He's got the little nub. He wiggles like crazy. He's a great boy. He just seems to get along with everybody. He walks very, very nicely on leash, like you said. Lots of boxer fans out here. Very popular breed, and George is a good one. He knows all of his basics. He is house trained. He's leash trained. He's a good guy, and he's going to sit on the floor and show you what a great doggy he would be in your home.
What a stud muffin. I love it. Well, just like cats, rabbits love crawling into boxes, and it reminds them of being in a burrow. They feel safe and secure. Cat tunnel also does the trick. Rabbits like to play, hang out. These 15-week-old brothers, Turnip and Twix, are hanging out with rabbit lover Lisa, who has a few ideas on how to make rabbit toys from home.
Rabbit toys are really easy. These two are just 13 weeks old, very young. Both are males. This is Twix here is the brown one, and Turnip is our little albino white bunny with the pink eyes. But any sort of cardboard tube, put Timothy hay through it, stick a carrot through there. They can chew on the cardboard. They can contents. Timothy hay is wonderful for rabbits. And little known facts about rabbits, several things, you know, like Ashley said, they like boxes, they like to chew on them, and as you can see, Twix here, half in, half out. They love that in their kennel, provides them a little safety. And they also learn, they live in packs, kind of like dogs do, so they have a little hierarchy. They do best in pairs. They always like to have a best friend to play with. And they also, as you can see, they have a lot of body language. Twix here has his ears up high, which means he's confident. These two are pretty comfortable here, which you can hear all the cats and dogs in the studio. So they both are pretty well socialized. I don't know how they found themselves at the park. But there's over 50 different breeds of rabbits, and they're very, very clean. You can litter box train them, so you find their favorite spot in the house, and then you put a litter box there, and they literally will use the litter box like a cat. So these guys are wonderful first pets for someone. These two are a wonderful pair because they already know each other, and they're both young and very hand tame. But we have a lot of critters up for adoption at our South Mountain campus if you're interested in either of these guys.
Well, sometimes when you go to an animal shelter to pick out a pet, the pet ends up picking you. And that's exactly what happened with Jasper, who picked Riley and boyfriend to be his new people. Now the former street dog enjoys the life of luxury, complete with sunshiny days spent hanging out at the lake, daily walks, and long naps on the couch. Jasper couldn't be happier in his new home. And Jasper is one of 1,287 pets that were adopted and found homes last month alone at the Arizona Humane Society. So happy to see that photo there. Now, food, water, shelter, and medical care, that is all that's required by law for pet parents to provide for their dog or cat. Simple enough, right? Yet last year, Perry, our medical technicians, responded to over 1,000 calls for pets just like June and Johnny, who didn't have the basic essentials.
Right, Ashley, when the EAMT showed up to the place where Johnny and June were at there, they found that they were tick infested. They didn't have any water. They had no food. They had no shit. They had none of those basics. You know, our EAMTs work tirelessly every day to save animals in the same situation that Johnny and June were in. So we really do need help. You know, a lot of people, because we have the name Humane Society in our name, they believe that we're affiliated with Humane Society of the United States. Well, we are not. Actually, we're an independent organization. We provide, we have our own funding. We do not get any sort of government grants. We rely on donations from the public. And so this next Saturday, actually, we have our annual telethon, which we'd like you to be a part of. We're on a mission to save pets. Will you help? So it's going to be Saturday for a couple hours during the time that our show is on. We really, really need your help. Like I said, we don't receive funding. We rely solely on private donations. So June and Johnny here would really, really appreciate it if you can keep these guys coming into our shelter and saving them. These guys are really good. Johnny here, cattle dog. Little June here is a little Shih Tzu, very, very cute water pair. If you like big dogs, you like small dogs, you got one of each. They'd be great in the home.
Well, stay with us. Details about the hot car bill that went into effect and what you can do if you see a child or a pet in a hot car when we come back.